about me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world.
Welcome back to Mountie Nation Station. My name is Dante.
My name's Malia, and we hope you had a great week.
To start the show off, we have a video about Parent Connections Prom.
The video was created by Kennedy Tapley from Internal Broadcasting.
Oh no. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Kennedy Tapley, and I'm here with...
Mrs. Osterberg.
Where is the prom at?
The prom is going to be at Northwest High School in the cafetorium.
I'm here with...
Jamarcus Fleming.
What's the theme of the prom?
Go Gallo.
Here with... Annalie Carl. Have you ever attended a Peer Connections prom? I have never attended a Peer Connections prom, but I'm super excited for this year. I'm going with Dante. What is the Peer Connections prom?
The Peer Connections Prom is an event that takes place to celebrate the friendships that are formed in Peer Connections class. So the two classes that take place in the third trimester come to the dance, and it's a prom, but it's supposed to be kind of lower key in the sense that there's not 400 kids versus just maybe 70 kids. So it's a little more friendly for the kids that maybe get overwhelmed with large crowds.
What are you most excited for? Oh my God, I'm so excited to see all the kids dressed up. I get to get all the girls ready for the dance and just to dance with them. It will be so much fun. So, yeah, I'm excited. What are you most looking forward to about the prom?
Seeing my friends and have dancing.
Why is there a Peer Connections prom?
So years ago, one of our former students named Meg Moffitt went to a student leadership conference and got the idea to have the Peer Connections prom. So then she approached myself and my former teaching partner, who's no longer here, about doing it. And so that's really where it stemmed from a student who really wasn't even in Peer Connections, which is kind of cool. And then it's just grown from there. So I really feel like this might be our fifth or sixth year, maybe fifth year doing it, and it really just gets better every year.
What do you think the benefits of having a Peer Connections prom are? The benefits of Peer Connections prom is allowing all of our special education students to attend prom and all have a good time. Some of them have visual impairment, or the strobe lights are very effective, and some of them just can't be out late that long, so it allows us all to have a good time. Why is this prom special to you?
It's so special to me because I like to dance there and dance with all the people.
Who's putting the prom on?
Well, we have a committee of students and myself and Mrs. Houghton who meet throughout the year to plan the prom. So we've been meeting since October, monthly or every 8 weeks or so. And so they come up with the ideas. Mrs. Houghton and I kind of oversee it, and we kind of make it happen. But, it's definitely funded by community members who have donated money in the past. So we're very thankful for that as well.
How are you putting the prom on?
So again, with that money that was donated and then money that we have raised from our transitions class, because we sell brownies and we make popcorn and sell it. So we collect all that money and save it. And then with the donations, we are able to put the prom on. So we're really benefited and really grateful for that.
Why are you in Peer Connections? I'm in Peer Connections because I am very interested in working with our special education students in the future and in my further career, and the love that the kids give is absolutely amazing, and it makes any day better.
Next up, we got a soccer PSA. This one's from Ruben Lamphere from our Intro to Broadcasting class.
Practice makes perfect.
Next up, we got Lewis's golf video featuring Jacob Swartz.
I got a 50 on me, but I told her I keep it 100. Since I was a little guy, I just about to go give me some money. Since I made up 25 million on one of them days, now they biting my way. I got fatigue on my body, on right Maserati, it's right, I'm going out of space. I remember days, going on missions, hopping in fences, running from Jake. I got bulletproofs on all the Cadillacs and slide through like I'm Obama. I'm going to St. Laurent store, Louis Vuitton, Don, it's a come. I was in the back eating jambalaya, how about the PJ straight in my pajamas?
Laura Roots, our Estonian foreign exchange student, made a video on why you may want to be a foreign exchange student too. Next up, we have Drew with his staff feature. What is your name?
I'm Mrs. Moulton.
I'm Mrs. Anspaugh.
I'm Mr. Newsom.
I'm Mrs. Tanner.
And the first question I'm going to ask you is, what is the most pain that you felt that wasn't physical?
So the most pain that I have ever felt that wasn't physical was just recently, this past June, when I lost my over 20-year mentor. He was with me at the start of my teaching career when I was 21 years old, and he was assigned to be my mentor, and we remained really, really close friends even after he retired, and he just recently passed away from cancer in June. And it's somebody that I always made sure that once a month I'd reach out to. We would have coffee together and really just catch up on life. So I miss having that.
This is a difficult question, as you can imagine, but I would say it's grief. My mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and going through that, losing her in that way was very difficult. And then when she later died, I felt like I lost her again. So losing someone like that with a situation over several years, that was very painful.
By far the loss of my father, the unexpected loss of my father, and just the fact that we didn't get to say goodbye to him, and by the time we got to my mom and dad's house, he was already gone. So that was by far the most painful.
The most pain I felt that wasn't physical was losing a pregnancy. We had in the effort to have a second child, I had an ectopic pregnancy, which we lost, and that led into other decisions that were also painful about not continuing to have a child, but that was really difficult.
What is one dream that you've let go of?
One dream that I have let go of was in high school. I thought that I wanted to go, actually I knew I wanted to become part of the Coast Guard Academy. And when I applied, I made it as far as the interview process, but what held me back was my ACT score. and I did not get a high enough ACT score to get into the academy. So I have since let go of that dream, but it still is in the back of my mind.
This might sound kind of funny, but when I used to live in Chicago, my friends and I would go to stand-up comedy nights, and every once in a while I kind of thought that it would be fun to do a stand-up comedy routine, but that is a dream I'd like.
Playing in the NFL or being a professional athlete, it's heartbreaking, but when you're not 6 foot tall, and it makes life a little bit more difficult to be that professional athlete, but I'm happy with the life I have. So.
Being famous. I feel like when you're young, you always think that's something you want, but I don't desire it, and I don't want it anymore.
What would your younger self not believe about yourself today?
I think my younger self would not believe about myself is that I have 4 kids, and I didn't think that that was going to be an option when I was younger.
I would say for sure it's that I'm a teacher and I'm singing every once in a while in front of my students. Even though I'm a Spanish teacher, we do use a lot of music, and I sometimes sing off key, and probably all the time sing off key. But that would be what I would never have believed, that I would be singing in front of teenagers.
The fact that my wife and I, first off, been together for 17 years, was more than half of my life and more than half of hers, and we have 5 children together. We both wanted a big family, and we've always wanted that, but usually when people start having kids, they kind of cut back on the number, but luckily we are at 5, and hopefully down the road there'll be some more little Newsoms running around.
My younger self would not believe that I have not had a career in politics yet.
Is that what you've always wanted to do?
I'm gonna be president, just wait.
If you could visit anyone right now, who would it be and why?
Oh my goodness, if I could visit anybody right now, who would it be and why? I'm gonna come full circle. It would be about the pain that I have felt internally, and I would want to meet up with my friend Ken. Well, it used to be the Clayvons in Rives Junction, but we would meet up at Clayvons and we would have pepperoni pinwheels and a beer or coffee, and just enjoy each other's company and catch up on life.
I would love to visit my dad, just whether it be another 10 or 15 minutes with them and tell him where we're at in our lives and be able to say goodbye, but he would love to see our kids and know we have 5 little ones and that we're doing well, and if we get to sit down and talk to them, that would be a game changer, but not gonna happen.
I would go visit my brother and his family in New York so I could watch my nephew play lacrosse.
If I could visit anyone, it would definitely be my 3 other sisters. I have 1 older sister and 2 younger sisters, and we're all very close, and we happen to live in different states. And while we do get to see each other kind of separately, it would be nice to be all together and visit.
Next up, we have the playing card commercial, and that's made by Kennedy Tapley.
Sucks.
Guys, this game sucks.
Guys, I got cards.
You can play war. You can play rummy. Oh my god, that's so cool. You can play BS.
2 4s. Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
4 5. What? You can play spoons. Pass. Pass.
Take it.
You can play euchre.
Together.
Next up, we have a PSA about our mental health
By Haley Freeman.
we have Mountie on the Move.
Easter Bunny vs. Mountie Part 2. That's it for Mountie Nation Station this week. Thank you guys for tuning in all year.
And check our social medias above the head. And hope you guys have a great weekend.